All right. So when you study the Pali, you don't need to finish all the grammar book because it's actually impossible to finish all. And one thing is very boring. It's very boring just to look at the grammar book every day. And then most of the grammar book are like they are not connected to each other. They will be taking one sentence from the Tipitaka and then they show you one exercise. Then another grammar point, another exercise. So if you're going to just memorize all the grammar point like this, it's very boring. The best is like what we do. We do the sutta, and when needed, we consult the grammar point, a certain grammar word. Like if you're not clear about consonantal, you go back to consonantal. If you are not clear about aya, ayom, the optative, you go back to the optative. And like now, if you are not clear about the syntax of the Pali, like certain sentence structure, then we look at the syntax. Okay, but we need to have some basic. Of course, we need to know some certain word like gachati, anugachati. That's why I first remember when I start to show you, I show you all the how many prefix, how many 20, right? Yeah. I also show you the conjugation sign, the 7 groups, and then show you different types of rules and then so on. And there will be kita, primary derivative and second derivative. You need to have some concept about what is the how to form a word and how to form a sentence. That's all. But you don't need to go so detailed. And if you are going to do all the exercises, I think the students should be able to do by themselves if they are already all the answers are provided. Just guide them how to do it at the beginning stage. But after that, they should be able to do by themselves if they want to do. Because even like me, the whole Pali made easy. I never finish all the exercises because I think at the end it's too complicated to just focus on one sentence because all the one lesson there will be new vocabulary. Do you notice that? All the new lesson, new vocabulary, and then if you ask the student go to memorize all the vocabulary, it's very it's not easy because they don't see the connection. How do we learn a language in any language, whether you are learning the Japanese or Chinese or whatever? There should be a connection, right? For example, like say I am teaching some of the Burmese people how to learn the timing, right? The date. Like today you learn 今天, 明天, 后天, 昨天. Then they can connect because they understand it's a different parts of the day. 今天, 明天, 后天, 前天. Then they can remember it because there's connection. So it's not so difficult to learn, right? So if we teach the student by connection, it's easy for them. Right? For example, now in Pali, you know the declension. So based on declension, what should you do with the declension? Like nominative is a subject. Accusative normally is an object. Right? Instrumental normally is like as an instrumental. Then ablative is normally from something, from this person, from that one. Then when they have a certain concept, then it's not so difficult already. And then there are different types of verb. There will be present tense, past tense, future tense, uh, they're optative, imperative, So if they have the concept like this, then it's easy for them. Right? Even I think nobody really finished all the parliament easy, all the exercises. So you use it as when needed, you just consult with it, right? So today we're just going to look at the parliament easy. This is the final lesson actually. Okay. So you all like going from jump, but at least you have now I think you all have the better idea, right? About the grammar structure. Okay. I think most of them all students already in. Okay. So today we just go very quickly on the parliament easy. And we do it together with some exercises just now, all right? Now you can see this is the lesson 36. I think this is the last one. And I think this is very important. The number one, a sentence consists of 2 parts, subject and predicate. The subject may be a noun, an adjective, a participle, declinable, or even an indeclinable participle. Okay. Main thing is that the subject is always expressed by a nominative case. And the verb, the predicate must always agree with the subject in number and person. So gachati. All right. So gachati. So the subject is so. So you have a subject here. So, right? This is subject. This is a subject. And the second part is we call it the predicate. Predicate is another one. So whenever you see anything like this one, so is a subject. He goes. Te gachanti, they go. Aham gachami, I go. Mayam, we go. So the first thing in a sentence is you try to find the subject and predicate. Predicate means that beyond the subject, what is the other thing called predicate? Okay, this is the first thing that you should know. And we read, if the predicate is an adjective and indeclinable particle, it must agree with the subject in number, gender, and case. Right? So look at this one. So bagawa. So this is a subject here. And this one is an adjective. So because this is a subject, is a singular. So that's why you have the O sound. It also must be singular. So Buddha is a masculine, is a singular. So this one also must be masculine and singular. And because this is a subject, it must be a nominative. So this must be a nominative. All right. So there's a very basic of forming a very simple sentence. So if you be able to get this right, I would say you will get about 30% of the Pali grammar already. So look at this one. Budo, loke, upano. Okay. So same also. So let me look like this, and this sentence is easy. So I just type here. Okay. Budo, loke, upano. Okay. So first, like this sentence, try to find the subject. Okay. So we are talking about from the English side. There must be a subject, and so take it as a verb here, or here we also call this a. So let me take the whole sentence. Subject is one, and this is the predicate. Simple thing. Okay. So subject and predicate. So then if you're going to type something in Pali, so the nominative, singular, masculine. Locate is a locative, singular, also masculine. And then the opano will be also must be nominative, singular, masculine, right? Because opano, it actually modified to the Buddho. So then you type the English meaning. Okay, so let's do it. Buddho is the Buddha. Loke is in the world. Upano is has arisen. Okay. So normally, if you're going to do in this three way, then your grammar is good already. You have the English, you have the Pali, the Pali grammar, and you're trying to put the meaning. How you see the Buddha in the world, the Buddha has arisen in the world, right? Then you can try a few words. Okay, you can put the direct translation, right? So the Buddha has arisen in the world, right? Or if they're in direct translation, if you can find a better translation, you can write this one, right? So that's the meaning. Sometimes you can also put as past tense. The Buddha had arisen also in the world. Sometimes if you want to make it better, you put the Buddha has the past tense or has arisen in which world? The human world, okay? The human world. So like this, your meaning is much more clearer already. Okay, so this is the basic. So basically try this, this is just try to tell what is subject, what is predicate, and so on. So you can see even the translation. But the Buddha has appeared, you see? Now he write in a word, has appeared on the earth. So that's the way he write it. So let's say, if we're going to do it another way, or another way we say, according to translation, the Buddha has appeared in the earth. So you can see that's how we do it. Okay, any questions so far?
I think no lah.
Okay, now I think you all follow, right? Because you've been following a few times already, so you all understand this part. So that's the thing talking about subject and so on. Now, from this part onwards, all this part, trying to tell you the function, right? We call it the function of the declension or function of all the cases. Like nominal case, what is the function? So it's actually just trying to express the subject only, right? So normally, nominal case means the subject. Vocative means addressing only, right? So besides learning the sentence structure, when you go more detail, you need to know about these cases. So maybe it's in nominative is a subject. So we just go back to the sentence just now, very simple sentence, okay? So now, nominative normally is used as a subject here. So this is clear. Right. So vocative is used to address somebody. So let's say if we are going to put a vocative here, maybe like just now, bikawe, right? Then if you're going to put bikawe, then you put it's a addressing here. So it's a vocative plural masculine. So monks. Then you put some more monks. Sometimes nowadays people don't want to use the word monks. They use the word bhikkhu. Okay. So if you, whenever you do a sentence construction, if you can do it in this way, one, English, then Pali, then meaning, maybe direct translation, indirect translation, then your Pali background, your grammar will be very good already. Now, accusative case is used to express the direct object, all right? So you have this. This is also important. In the active, now, besides it talking about direct object of a verb, it also must talking about active case, active voice. Okay, this active, the Buddha, Buddha is a subject here. Dhammam is an object, right? So Dhamma acquisition case, they say C. So the Buddha is a subject, Dhamma is the object, acquisition case, and they say C, he preach. Or Buddho, Dhammam, Desitawa. This is another one, so we just leave it now. So another one. In this case, especially even the goal of motion, like the Puriso, man, Gamam. Puriso is the subject here. Gamam is object. And Gato, to the village, is a verb here. So here. So you can see it still have the S or V. Okay. So we just copy this one, Buddha, Dhamma, Desis. Right. So let's, okay. So Buddho, Dhammam, I have to copy from this one because my keyboard don't have. This is C. Right? So similarly, when you learn the Pali, you still have to go back to same thing. Now, this one is easy because you know the English already. So you just like this is the subject here. It's the object here. And then this is verb here. Right? So you do this few steps. P. Okay. So it's a nominative, masculine, nominative, singular. Dhammam is also, all this you just need to check your dictionary to find out which gender. Acquisitive, singular, and then this is a past tense. So past, third person, singular. So you write the meaning, the Buddha, Dhammam, maybe say the teaching, and preach or sometimes you can put few meaning if you want, expounded, right? Then you put the translation. Now this translation is very easy. So the Buddha preached the teaching, right? So do it in this way. So if you can do it in this way, your translation will don't have much mistake already, right? So we are talking about acquisitive case here. Is the object here. So this one, right? Then the another example is gamam. Gamma is an acquisitive case. But this is talking about the place, the destiny, the goal of the motion. Just talking about, actually, it's just talking about destiny. Where do you want to go? Destination. Okay, I think this is easy for you to understand. So just in brief, nominative means the subject, acquisitive means the direct object. Okay, so like this is okay already, easy.
Saji.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another word there, desitawa, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Desitawa. So I suppose this is a possessive adjective lah.
JC Tawa is the consonantal one, suffix, yeah.
Consonantal. So, but then actually, if let's say we look at the English sentence, Buddha expounded the Dharma. So expounded, normally you take it as like a past tense, right? So
Okay.
we may not think this, we may not like translate it into a possessive adjective.
Yeah, so you either do it in a direct translation or indirect translation. This is indirect translation.
Indirect translation lah.
Yeah, yeah. But if you want to analyze this sentence, right? Buddha, okay. Buddha Dhamma Desitawa. Okay, so since today we are going back. Okay, Buddha Dhammam with the M dot and then the actually Pali Meiji cannot copy. If can copy by Desita B. There's a long A here. Yeah, I don't have long A. I might copy from somewhere. There's always okay. Now Desitawa. How do you think about Desitawa? Okay, let's say we do the English. English, you know the meaning, right? The Buddha. Yes. Dhammam is teaching. Okay, how are you going to translate the Desitawa?
That's why if we just first, if we look at the English translation, the English, let's say make it an English sentence that the Buddha preached the teaching. We will never think of it, the word preach to be put into a consonantal.
Yeah. Right. This is just some of the possible example, but I don't think really come on Tipitaka. It's just maybe possible it can be, you know. So maybe one who
preach.
Who preach? Well, one tawa. Tawa is a tawan. Tawan suffix. Tawan suffix. Tawan suffix is one who possess, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Someone who possess teaching. Okay. Yeah.
So this is just an option lah. Option.
Yeah. Right. Yes. It's either you do it direct or indirect. Yeah. So if you're going to direct translation, it will be the Buddha who preached the Dhamma. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, this is just an example here. The key point is still on the object, the Dhamma here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Like Bhagawa, you know, Bhagawa. So if you're going to put the Bhagawa means the blessed one, who is the blessed one? Who's the blessed one?
The Buddha, right?
Yeah. So the blessed one.
The fortunate one.
So, the fortunate one. So we just translate Bhagawa as the blessed one, or if people ask who's the blessed one, then you just translate as the Buddha, right? Because it's the wa suffix. But if you're going to put the one wa suffix, one who possesses what? Blessing, or sometimes they call it fortunate, something like that, right? Fortunes, fortune, yeah. So one who possesses fortune, nobody will understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah, right.
Okay. All right. Okay. Anyway, the main thing is acquisitive is talking about object here. So now you already know nominative is a subject, acquisitive is the object. All right. Now, this is talking about now. Acquisition, this is also interesting. It's talking about expresses the duration of time and extension of space, right? So means that when you're talking about time or space, I will not go through the example. Example actually, you all can take the dictionary, when you want or when you finish some of the Pali easy, you can do it yourself. So what I do when I was free at that time, so I check one by one. All right. So all these are, so we just look at some of the example, the one that sutta. That's why today I want to link with the sutta so you all can see, right? So A1 me suttam, all right, I think you know. Thus I heard. I will skip this. Now we go to this one. Ekam samayam. What do you think is the case here? Now samaya, you have to check the gender.
Samaya is time or occasion.
Yeah. So it's a masculine, right? Yeah, it's a masculine, all right? So now when you know it's a masculine, so now if you know the English, you write the English. If you don't know the English, you try to put the Pali first. Now, ekam samayam. So since it's a masculine, this is a masculine. And with the masculine, you have the M dot is which case?
Acquisitive.
With the M dot. Acquisitive, right? So acquisitive, singular. So ekam samayam also. And then bagawa, you know already. Bagawa is a subject here. So
masculine nominative.
okay, so I think we try the English since the English is easy for everybody. So one time Buddha. So among the Waji, all right, among the Waji, dwelling Viharati is a. Now we just put the present tense first at this Gama. Gama is a village, so maybe at this in the Bande village. I think Gama is something like goods, something like
Banda is good.
Yeah, Banda. Yeah, got H on it. No, BHAN.
The village with goods.
Yeah, goods. So this means that this place is maybe it's a merchant place or a place with prosperity, royal place, war house. So sometimes the place is named because of certain characteristic of that place. So I think it's a kind of rich place. Yeah. Now we know the English. Now we try to put the Pali. Okay. So it's very easy. Buddha is masculine, nominative, singular is a subject here. Oh, also yeah. Besides sorry, this is the meaning, This is not the English, this is the meaning. So now, okay, let's do the English. English, this is talking about time, okay? The blessed one is the subject here, right? Then you have the verb here. And this is the place here, location, all right? Now, I think this sentence is easy for you all. Now, just now we are talking about exclusive case can use for time, okay? So this means that when you learn the Pali grammar, you cannot go and memorize all the important thing. It's only now when you come to this thing, it's a acquisitive and it's indicate the time. Then you go and check the grammar book like just now, right? So it's talking about express the duration of time, yes. And it also possible talking about at that time because normally acquisitive case can be used for the time also. There are some grammar point down there, all right? So just take it acquisitive case can use for time, right? And then the Buddha is still the subject here, right? And now you come to this particular point. When you translate, you notice that why Viharati is translated as was dwelling. There is something that if you want to do a research, you can do a research. You just follow the transition here. Because or you think maybe this is talking about Ananda. Ananda was talking about the Buddha was staying at that place and he used present tense.
Wajians, is it?
Yeah. Who is Waji? Where do they live? What is their characteristic? So to find this kind of people, which sutta should you read? I mean, if you want to know who is Waji, you can read in the I think some of the Majjhima Nikaya, Dika Nikaya, you can do it. Or you just do a search on the internet. Very easy, you just do a search Waji, just copy and go to your Google or whatever, just copy and paste and find out who are they. And then sometimes if you want to make for example, I give you all some homework already. You want to make your homework more interesting, you can write down your homework. You say, who is Waji? Waji were what? The Wajis were the people, something like that. You can write down, so your homework will be more interesting to you. Okay. So we have the English, we have the Pali. Okay, we have the Pali, we have the meaning. So now you also notice something like that, huh? This is a locative. Okay, now verb. This is a present tense, third person singular. And this is a locative singular. Kama. Okay, this is also Waji. This should be masculine, yeah. Locative plural, right? So if all your homework, if you want to be hardworking, you can do like that. If not, you can just give me your translation. If you find that you cannot do all this in detail. Actually, instead of just show all the grammar point, I noticed that most of you like to put the grammar point down there. So actually you should do like this: one sentence, one small unit of grammar, like this. So easy for me to check. Rather than I have to scroll down all your papers or your document to find where is the grammar point. Gamma should be masculine, yeah. Gamma. Yeah, it's masculine, right? So like this. Okay. Now, one time. So then you put translation at one time. Okay. The blessed, the Buddha, or you can put the word blessed one. Okay. Yeah, Sam was dwelling among the Wajis at the what? Goods village. Goods village. Oh, they call it ways. Yeah, ways. Village. Okay, you can do like this. Okay. So now for your exercise, right? If you can do it like this, first you check it's easy for you, and I check it's easy for me also. Okay, so for you all are doing, I mean for your homework, semester break, you can do as much as you can, If you can give me one sentence, okay, one paragraph, okay. If you can finish the whole thing, also good. Okay, now, so we come to this second point.
Taji, this way is if the sentence is short, it's okay. But if the sentence is long, then you'll be you can't look at the whole sentence at one go. Right?
Well, you change your document to the the landscape. Yeah, you change it like now. This is change it to landscape is easy for you. Yeah. If there's no landscape here. Okay. Yeah. Change the view so easy for you. So if you got landscape, you got more place to write down. And this is what size? Size 11. Yeah. It's okay. So try to break where it is possible. Like at the gerund, the tua, you can break at the tua. So after the tua, you can send to the next line. All right.
Okay.
Now. Okay. I think this is easy also. There's not much grammar here. There's one tatra ko. I think tatra is there, of course. But tatra ko actually, if you say there, why is there? Actually, talk about then also possible. Beside the there, also then. Then you have the tra suffix. So if you're interested in tra suffix, then you check the book, any book about tra suffix. Tra suffix is talking about location, right? So it's a secondary tadita, suffix. And then this is not so difficult. Right? So, I mean, as you go along the grammar point, if you want to know, you check the grammar book. No need to read everything. Even like me, I cannot even digest it. I only can digest this book after 3 rounds. For Abhidhamma book, I digest it after 7 rounds. Yeah. I studied Abhidhamma book about many years. Then after that, 5 years later, I digest second round. After 3rd round, 4th round. Yeah. Okay. I think this is not so difficult. Now, right. So now we come to this ti. No. So if you want to know the grammar more about ti or itik, so then you look for the like this book. It has something about ti. Oh, just now we had something about locative. Huh? Okay. Among, all right. So just now we have the among the wajis. So this one, among. Okay, among. Su. Yeah, the su here, among here. So locative sometimes used in the sense of among or amidst. So you can find in this grammar point. All right. Then look for this one. Adjective. Right. I'm looking at the T here. I saw it last time. Where is it now, the T? Where is it? Do you find it in the T here?
Will be somewhere in
Oh
the
yeah.
early pages.
Oh yeah. No. Here. This one.
Oh,
So you can see so many T here, all right? So if you want to know what is itik, you look for this one. Direct or indirect speech. So I mean, now you all know. So when you need, you just come here. So just highlight. You have print out the book, just highlight the important point, right? T. Okay. So sometimes thinking, right? T. Right? Is added to the end of the word or quoted thought. So that's why when you chant the ETB, so finally there's T is ending. So also indirect speech. Okay. So we go back to just now. Okay. Now, so if you want to know the T, you go there and study. All right. T coming from this itik. Then like this. So you go back to beginning. So try to find the English, Pali, meaning. Then finally you do your own translation. Tatrako. Right. So look for simple one. Subject. So here's object. Verb. And this is addressing. Then, okay, what is Bhagawa? Nominative, masculine, nominative, singular. Bhikkhu is? Okay, somebody please respond. What is Bhikkhu? Masculine?
masculine, accusative, plural.
Plural, okay. How about verb?
Verb is past tense, aorist.
Oh, okay. Okay, aorist or past tense, yeah. Then?
Singular, third person.
Okay. Right, this third person singular first, okay? So next time when you do a homework, it's just easy. You put the 3 for me so I know SG is singular, right? Plural is PR, okay? So we standardize it's so easy for singular, plural, okay? PR is plural, so this one. Addressing is, this is the vocative. What should it be?
Vocative plural. Supposed to be masculine, right?
Masculine vocative.
Vocative
Plural. Actually, put the gender first, right? Put the gender first, because when you do the declension, you have to go by the gender. So put the gender and then put the case and singular plural later, right? So after that, you put the meaning, cha-cha, then or there. According here, they put there. Blessed one, you can put the blessed one also. Blessed one. Because, it put because or monks or same can. And address, all right? And then monks or bhikkhus, okay? So they or then. So direct translation or indirect translation here. But when you talk about there, why there? All right. So I think it's then also is possible. Then the blessed one address. This is same also. Not difficult, I think. For you all, I think it's not difficult already. All right. So this means that when you want to know ET, you look for the grammar point. No need to memorize all the grammar point because it's impossible. But when you do more homework like this, naturally the grammar point will stick to your mind. Okay. So later, if you want to go deeper, then you're going to find out then you find out how the formation. So what can it be? Prefix. Prefix is? What's the prefix?
Is it a?
What's the root?
Man.
Man. And conjugation sign? A. And what's the last one?
C.
Not C. It's a past tense. Third person singular.
Singular.
Insertion of S.
O.
Plus I, right? So this is not second person because second person is C. So this is the third person singular. Amantasi. All right. Then you write this. Then try to find out the meaning of man. Okay. Man is just copy man. Find this one I already show you. Can find online, right? Go to the link online. This one this PCD. If there's also exists online. Like this, okay? Then it's very clear for everybody. Actually, this is a square root, but I cannot find the square root in this one. If you can find a square root, it's better. Why is it? Because the sign is, we call it the root, right? They call it the square root in the mathematics. That's why it look like the one tick, the tick sign. So instead of like this, if you can put the tick sign, it's better. I don't have here. Yeah, just copy from internet, wherever. Also not here. Okay. Or sometimes if you want like this, you can just or put like this, root like this. Okay. Also can. Yeah. All right. So now we continue the grammar point. All right. So just go back to the earlier one. Okay, instrumental. Do we have instrumental here? Okay, so Bhagawan, Padanite, Tite, Bhikkhu Bhagavato, Pachasaso. Okay. Now, I think this is not difficult for you, right? Badante, what's the meaning of Badante? Venerable Sir, right? Those monk, right? Te is a English, so this is a addressing. Then you got the iti. Te is pronoun, okay? Bhikkhu is the subject here. Bhagavato. So not so. If you're not so sure, you just leave it. So this word, all right? So dative. Are you sure it's dative?
Reply to blessed one.
Okay. So let's say you think it's a dative, right? Now you cannot put dative here because this is not Pali, right? So let's say Pali is dative. So how should you write this one?
Oh, like that.
Object, right? So it's object, right? Okay. So if you are talking about, let's say, let's go by it. This is a
Vocative.
vocative. Okay, singular. Yeah. This is a also because this is an adjective here. It's a pronoun, but it also acts as an adjective, right?
Yeah. So it's a nominative lah.
So also nominative, nominative singular. Sorry, plural. So nominative, nominative, plural. Bagawa is a masculine, dative, singular. All right. So this is the past tense.
Then plural.
Third person plural. Okay. Now you're talking about this dative, right? So now we go and check the grammar point. Can we have dative in this case? This is the instrumental.
I think it comes under consonantal.
Yeah. Okay. Later. So dative. Okay. Sometimes dative is used for the indirect object, right? Indirect object. But this is indirect object. Okay, now you can see this example. The Bhagawa,
Can
the
you
Lord.
scroll a bit up, up, go up again? This I think I saw the word Bhagavato there.
Okay, oh yeah. All right. So this is the one.
Bhagavato Kalang.
Yeah. Bhikkhu Bhagavato. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. So this is this one way. This is the direct object. You can see here is the monk Bhikkhu Bhagavato. All right. So it's a direct object here. This is direct object. Okay. Direct object here. But if you look at the example down there, all right. Sometimes indirect object is also in dative case, right? Indirect object also can be dative case. So this means dative case can be direct object or indirect object. Okay. So, but if we are going to look at the same example, this is the same example here. Okay, the Bhikkhu Bhagavato Pachasosom. You have this Pachasosom. So this is the, what do you think? Direct or indirect?
Direct this one.
Okay. So now that's why I may say when you need it, you check the grammar point. All right. So this is the direct. Okay. Then in this way, you learn the English, you also learn the Pali, right? So this is important point. So Bhagavato here is a dative case, is a direct object. Because dative case can be direct or indirect according to the point just now. But it's direct because the monk, they reply, all right? So now you put the meaning. So Badante is vulnerable, sir. So those monks, those bhikkhus or monks, so reply to the blessed one. So you have to put reply to, right? Okay. So you, if like this, you can put the not like this, not. So dative case can be for direct object. Okay, in this case, or indirect object. So then you refer to this book. What's the page number? 167, 168. All right. So Pali made easy 167, 168. All right. So in this way, you are learning something and you also get the extra information. So if this question comes in an exam, is it easy? Welcome. So if I put this as exam, do you think it's easy or not?
I guess so.
Yeah, I will not ask you on something we never learned before, right? I will ask you on something you have learned before, right?
Yeah.
How
Saji,
about, yeah.
Saji, I'm just thinking ahead. For
Mm.
the course to that in May,
Mm.
when we do our homework, are we
Mm.
supposed to quote the pages also?
Well, I mean, you can write down. So next time, I mean, when you need to refer, you can refer easily, right? Because next time when you want to share your knowledge, you no need to flick over the whole book, right? So because you know the fetch number, you just can teach your student. Because I hope you all future, like Brother Count, can share your knowledge, with other students also.
Closed
if
book
we,
system cannot remember lah. Over already. Closed book, how
But
to
the
pages?
no, not to say the pages number, but at least I mean like this. When you see the Pali like this, do you think you can translate into English? Easy, right?
It's okay lah, like that.
Yeah, okay. So this kind of question come as easy for you, right? In my university, I have one last time. We have one nun from China. She don't understand all this, all this. Her English not so good, so she don't understand all this grammar, whether vocative or nominative, whatever. She doesn't understand. So in the exam, what she do? She memorized the Pali, this Pali. She memorized how she memorized. She memorized the beginning of the Pali like this, and she memorized the end of the Pali. And then you know what she do? She memorized the whole English book. So when exam time, she just write the answer like this. She don't even know what is a vocative, whatever, because her mind cannot absorb so many. So she study too smart, right?
I thought she's going to write Chinese Mandarin.
Oh yeah, easy for them because she's from China. But I mean, if you can answer like this, when those monks, those people reply to the blessed one, this means that you understand the Pali. But in detail, I will ask the question in detail. Okay, if you can give more this kind of answer, is better, right? Actually, maybe the question come in this way. It's better, right or not? I think you all can do like this, right? I think you all been following some time already. Can
Try.
Can easy, yeah?
Try.
No, it's not difficult, right?
Saji, it's not difficult, but but you mentioned we have to use handwritten. So
Yes.
handwritten in this format not easy. Because
So you mean you type in computer easy for you? You cannot write down.
it's no, because it's more neat, and you check also better, we type also better. If handwritten, you have to align all the words in, it's not
Yeah.
so easy to align using handwritten format.
Okay, up to you. If you feel that you want to type in computer, is better. Yeah. But I think it's a traditional way. Sometimes when you write down by your hand, you remember the word better because you have to make effort to form the ABC, right or not?
Yeah, I understand that part. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now Bagawa. Now this is a Sunday already. It's a combination, all right? So then if I give you the question like this, so you must know how to break. How do you break this? Etam with the M dot. Yeah, etam. Then what is a voucher? A voucher.
Past tense.
Past tense. What kind of past tense?
Yeah.
Anyway, just remember it's a past tense, and then how you form the word.
Should be from the word watch. We see.
Yes. So what
plus watch.
Plus and then it's always, always there's always a,
always.
You need to put an A in front, right? And then VA, change it to VO. There's one way. If not, there's also another way. So last time I think I explained to you the VA, change it to O, then insertion of V. So basically you have the insertion of V, right? So this means that, for example, this VAC is a root here. So you put the V in front, VA change it to O. then you have the C, right? So this two way. This is one way. This is a second way. Right? Now we come to, like you say, the long sentence like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now, chatunam bikawe dhammanam ananu boda apati weda ewamidam tiga madanam sandavitam sararitam mam chewa tuha. I think you pronounce it tumha, but actually in Myanmar they have the M sound. They pronounce it tumha, where the M is more stressed. The H is just a aspiration, just a puff for the wind. Tumha kam Myanmar. Tumma. They pronounce tumma kam, but I think you pronounce it tumha kam. But it doesn't matter. Okay, now like this long sentence, where to break? You can break here, right? Break here. Okay. Okay, so you can do like this. So first, if you know the English, easy, right? Let's try. Which one is easy for you? Pali, then the meaning. So now we are doing two ways. So which one is easy? Chatunam. What is chatunam? What is chatu? Four, all right?
Yeah.
Bikawe is monks.
Monks.
Dhammanam is dhamma. What is dhamma?
Things.
Yeah, things. Or sometimes here maybe you can use the word factors, factors, 4 factors. So sorry, this is the meaning. This is not English. This is the meaning here. All right, this is the meaning. English is try to find subject. Okay. I think maybe not easy to find the subject here. Okay. Chatunam Pali. Okay, never mind. We try the meaning first. Meaning is easy because we had the translation already. So not understanding, not penetrating of the 4 things, right? So now okay, we go for Pali first, all right? So now in English, the only thing easy will be this one, addressing. You all think know already, right? And this is acting as a kind of like verb also. Verb, or we call it how they call it, gerund. Do you know what is gerund in English? Gerund is something a verb plus ing. You know what is gerund in English? It's something like verb, like plus ing. They call it gerund, like having, right? They call it gerund. Like for example, after having. That's why they call it gerund. After having, we use the tua here. Tua. Okay, but the meaning of gerund is verb plus ing something. Actually, it's kind of gerund because of not understanding, not penetrating. Okay, now try something that we can know. Okay, now chatunam. Now, what is nam here? What case?
Genitive.
Genitive. All right. So okay. So singular, plural, masculine.
4 should be plural. Because dhammanang. Dhammanang
Yeah.
is plural.
Okay. So which what gender?
Follow dhammanang will be masculine.
Masculine. So we put the masculine, genitive, plural. So vocative is this is vocative,
Okay.
masculine, vocative, plural.
Plural.
Dhamana is a masculine, genitive, plural. Yeah, because this is acting as a chatna, actually acting as an adjective here also. It's a number, but it's also adjective. Okay, so now What kind of verb? Anuboda. Pativeda. What is this? So anuboda. Yeah. Boda. Bodhi, boda. Anuboda. Boda. Understanding, knowledge. Boda. Awakening. So it's a gerund here. Yeah. So na suffix is a noun here.
How it becomes? Oh, because of
It's a,
na.
yeah, it's a noun. It's a noun here. Not suffix. Yeah. Okay. So it's not a verb here. Okay, we change it. It's a noun, right? We call it action noun. You know, maybe use the action noun is better than gerund. Action noun. It's a noun, but it's a noun, but it's to do with the action. Action
Verbal
noun.
noun lah. Then verbal noun.
Verbal noun. Okay.
For the
So verbal noun. I think verbal noun they also call it gerund something. Okay. There's some specific English. Maybe ask Doris. She's English teacher, right? Okay. All right. So now, what do you think it can be?
But this one is still gerund. Then how it become gerund?
Gerund is something with ing. You know, you check the internet or whatever.
But the translation is not understanding or can't see the word gerund. Is it understanding or gerund?
Gerund. No, it's a verb function as a noun. No, for example, ending in ing.
Asking.
Yeah, asking. That's why after, like, we always translate gerund the twice, like after having. Actually, this is the meaning of gerund. Verbal form function as noun. So actually, it's like verbal noun. This is a gerund here. Swimming. See, swimming, getting, married, looking after. Yeah. So we call it the just now the verbal noun. So it is actually maybe another word is just gerund. Yeah. Never mind, we leave it to the English teacher.
So just gerund, okay lah, right? Just put
gerund is okay.
G.
Okay, now, so Pali, what this can be?
Then this will be gerund and GR lah, right?
Yeah, for the Pali. Now we look at the translation. It is because of not.
Oh, because
Yeah.
is it because it's ablative or instrumental?
Okay.
Ablative.
So we just take it if put it as a instrumental or ablative. Yeah. Okay. So maybe put it as ablative or instrumental. So like this, if you're not sure is ablative or instrumental, then you have to check the grammar point. You know, can we find anything in cause? We call it the cause here. So where is it? This page already? Which page? That is which page?
Under the last page one, I mean syntax. 168.
Yeah. No, 168. Why is it? Okay, click on. I think it's not mentioned in this book. So I was looking at this book just now. It's not mentioned here. Instrumental. Is it something that explain the meaning of like cause here? It's not mentioned here.
Is that a derivative, considered as derivative, not kita?
No. It's some. I mean, now it's the case. We need to know the case first. Yeah, it's not ablative. It's not mentioned here. So actually, I was looking at another book. Sorry, I have to introduce you to another book. So you all scared so many books already.
Duracell.
No, syntax of this is also very good book. It's a I think PhD thesis.
Oh, PhD.
Yeah. This book is very famous. Even some of the monks, one of the Pali teacher, he's using this book to teach at the BAB, second year of bachelor. This book is very good because it find out in the whole Tipitaka how do you use the cases. This is a very good book. You can find in internet and try to. I when I go to Sri Lanka, I managed to by one, you know. See, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Oh, I really admire those people who can write a book like this. Okay, so we look at the ablative 192. So I had to scroll down. 192. Okay. So this is also very good book. I mean, I'm not asking you going to read, you know, but when you need the point, you just come here and have a look, you know. Just we say we are fly over. We are not going to stop all the stop one by one to check. Okay, ablative. Okay, it's a starting point. No, this is the one. Cause. For example, when you have the ending finish with the this one, ending with the A sound. Okay, finish with the A sound. So this is talking about cause, the reason. Okay, so later you all download this book, or I send to you all.
You cannot read it. So many books to read.
Oh, sorry. This is the one. Okay, cause. No, I'm not asking you to read from beginning to end. I mean, when you need it, you just kind of like come here and get the point, you know. Reason, the cause.
Reason,
Yeah.
reason. Okay.
This is the one.
Reason.
Head to is the cause. Head to plus the atta. Head to is the cause. So sometimes ablative we can use it as a cause here. Alright. So look at the example here. Instrumental of cause. This is a difficult book to read. Even when I doing my master, I was actually referring to this book, but it's a very good. It gives lots of a very good idea. Yeah. Okay. So let's say we take it as a ablative of cause. Okay. Then you have the this transition because of. This is a reason here. Because of not understanding. So maybe we just put it the English translation. The reason of because of not understanding. Okay. So you have like this. Then we just translate this one. So let's say we have the translation. So monks, because of not understanding and not penetrating. No, now we have the genitive case here. So maybe we try it in the way. Because of not understanding and not penetrating. Non-penetrating because of non. Okay, I'm going to translate with the because of non-understanding, because not understanding. How's that? How call it? Non-understanding. Is there such word like that? Non-understanding and non-penetration of four things. Okay. Then I follow with the off here because I want to put the off. I had to translate in this way. This is talking about off here. It's a genitive plural. So if you can write like this, first very easy for me to check, and easy for you to check later. You notice that you have to scroll down the document down there and go up, go down, go up and go down. Jenny, like this, right? So Jenny, Jenny, you are doing Excel, right? So it's good for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So try to do it in this way: English, Pali, meaning, and translation, direct translation, indirect translation. Okay. Chatunam bhikkhave dhammanam. So dhammanam, of all the four things, anu ananu bodha, no understanding. All right. Then after that, you try to find out yourself. So you can just put down here. So when I learned my supervisor, my Pali professor, he really do in this way. Below the Pali word, he break down like this. So we learn in this way. We learn how to break down. You just put under the each Pali, so easy for people to follow and easy for you to check later. Okay, so you know this R is an ablative cause. Now this is a last sentence.
Saiji,
Yes.
Saiji, Apativeda is also ablative of cause, is it?
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Because of, you want to put also, you can put in because of, but no space already. Well, we can just make it smaller. Okay, just like this. Okay. All right, so we finish this one now. So how we do it? First, you find the English, then the Pali, then the meaning, and then the translation. All right. Evam idam. Okay. Which one you can do it? All right. You know you have a verb here. Okay, we look at translation here. That you and I have roamed and wandered for such a long stretch of time. Okay, so we do the meaning first. It's easy for us. Okay, so A1, so maybe here translate as that, or task, or this. Dika is, what is Dika? What is Dika here?
Long.
Right, okay, so long. What is Adanam? Adanam, what is Adanam?
Time.
Time, okay. So long time. Now, Sandavitam. What is Sandavitam?
Rome.
Rome, okay. What is Samsaritam?
Wonder.
This is same with the Samsara, okay. Mamam, what is Mamam?
Mama should be of me, right?
Mamam should be, so now if you're not so sure, you go to any of the grammar book, find out what possible case for Mamam. All right. What is a possible case for Mamam? Acquisitive and
Acquisitive.
yeah, acquisitive, yeah, Mamam. Right? So I, or maybe me here.
Me.
Okay. Tonghankam. Tonghankam should be genitive of to you or to me, to you. Okay. Right. Now you definitely know. Okay. Now try to Pali. English. Okay. I think English. All right. So let's say we are going to something in this. Okay. So if we look at translation English, this one will be I, you will be the subject here. Okay. Where's the verb? These two. Okay. So these two will be the verb here. So now what is the function of this dika adanam?
Long time, I think you can consider as adverb, right? Adverb.
Adverb. Okay. Right. So adverb. Okay. Now the idam also kind of like pronoun. What do you call it? Demonstrative pronoun, right? So demonstrative pronoun also. Okay, pronoun. Okay, now have fun now. We're gonna try to fix the Pali. Right. So let's skip something that now. Try to do something that easy for you. Which one is easy? Evam medan idam. Okay, now idam. So not sure, you have to check the Pali. Idam. Is it nominative or accusative?
Usually it's nominative, I think. Here.
This idam. Zu. Yeah. Nominative, right? So 单独数对格主格 is a nominative and accusative. Yeah.
It can be a few lah.
Yeah. So it can be. So you're not so sure. So we just put two first. It can be nominative or accusative. Okay, now. So Sam, it can be also. So this is actually acting as a. This is also acting as an adjective here. Okay. So now it's very difficult. So it's a difficult, but at least we try. All right. So we are talking about exercise. It's same thing here. And samdavita. So ita. Okay. What is ita here? What kind of verb it can be?
This is a past participle, right?
Yeah, it's a past participle. Okay. So we know it's past participle. So this is also past participle. Okay. Now, let's say we look at this sentence, earlier sentence. This already finished because of non-understanding or non-perception of four things. Okay, now we finish this one. Now try to find the subject here. Now this sentence a little bit complicated. It's short but a little bit. So who is the subject?
Who is the subject?
Now he put like you and I have roam, right? Yeah, I roam. But here Tumhakam is a subject here, but Tumhakam is a mum. Tumhakam, okay. What is the case here? So check the dictionary. So at that time you have to check all the grammar book. Is possible. I think it's genitive, right? So yeah. So you have to, this are all the book you can check Duracell. Duracell is good because it's very easy to check. So you have to pronounce.
Accusative plural. Also dative, also genitive.
Okay. So personal, right? So
accusative, dative, genitive.
Right, accusative, dative, genitive. Genitive, dative, accusative. So three. So dative, genitive, accusative. So just now the mum. So check the mum. So mum also.
Accusative, dative, genitive. Same.
Mum, accusative. Yeah. So this is dative here and genitive. Okay, so we have three. So now you come to this thing, then you really have to consider your grammar. So dative, accusative, dative, genitive. Right. So now normally we say the subject should be nominative case, but now the subject is not the nominative case. So maybe this is the indirect translation. Okay. So maybe we take it, let's say we take it as indirect translation, right? So take it as this is a indirect translation, okay? T. So now if you're going to translate directly, so how we go to so direct translation. So if we look at it, only this one, nominative case, right? We have the nominative case. So if we're going to take this as a subject here, so maybe this long time okay, or you say maybe roam something like that. Let's say put and wonder maybe for of you of or for I and you. Do you understand if we translate like this long time long and wondered of you and me? So direct translation.
For me and you, or for you and me.
Yeah. Okay. So direct translation. Okay. So if we are talking about only subject is this nominative here, so maybe we take it the diga. This is a subject here because we have the just now we already say nominative case can be taken as a subject here. So this long time is also explained by roam and wandered. Maybe for you and me, this long samsara wandered. Anyway, I think people don't understand. So just indirect translation that you and I have roamed and wandered for such a long time. Even you fall, you don't find in the Pali this fall, but this is for English, such a long stretch of time. All right. So sometimes direct translation, indirect translation is very helpful for you to get a sense. Okay. Then there are this one I think is not so bad. Okay. So this one we continue next way, right? Okay. I think this is enough. So they are a little bit demanding. It's quite similar. Okay. So I think next week we will just continue. All right. I think this way, I'm just trying to show you that you all don't need to scale out the grammar book. You all should treat the grammar book is helpful. When you need something, you go and check and you come back to your sutta. Because if you're going to study all the grammar book, I think you're getting more white hair. Right? All right. So I
Actually,
think
I was wondering whether just now that one is only half of the whole sentence. Because the other half is the other sentence. So if you look at if you combine these two sentences together, then the subject should be the not it's because they say it is because of not understanding penetration. So I think can we take that as a subject? Then the you and I will become the accusative because since the grammar is accusative. We look at the whole the English translation. If we look at the whole instead of looking at this, right?
okay. But you still have this you and I. So what are you going to do this you and I?
Because the you and I is in the accusative form. So which means the subject is no longer cannot be the you and I, right?
Okay.
So the
So
subject,
what is the subject? Subject is this one, not
not
understanding.
because you look at
Okay.
the whole sentence.
All right. So
Starting
because
from
of not
this one.
understanding, so this. All right. So maybe okay. Let's say we translate another way. Okay. So then you can do it another way. Okay. Another so indirect translation. Try again. Okay. You will try to direct translate or whatever translation you will. Okay. So now the subject is not understanding. Not understanding.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the English translation.
Four
The
things.
not understanding,
Okay.
the not understanding is the subject. Yeah.
Okay. So this is subject. All right. Now what is the object here?
So the object is the accusative, not understand the four things, then that you and I, so which means that will become you and I become the object. That's why it's accusative.
Okay. Okay, understand. So you and I is the
object.
Object, all right. So what is the verb?
The verb is actually is the roam and wander, but it's in the past participle. So that's why it's ended with the end dot.
Okay, not understanding the four things. Not understand four things.
Roam and wander.
So roam and wander
is the verb.
For you and I.
Yes, in the accusative form.
Okay. Yes, you can do it in this way.
Because there's
not understanding the four things roam and wander for you and I. All right. But not understanding four things is talking about because of, yeah, it's because of, we take it as a because of. So if there's a reason here and you want to make it a subject, not understand the four things, roam and I. So these four things, they cannot be roam and I. Roam and I should be linked to I. Who is roaming? Who is wandered? I and you are wandered.
Yeah.
Okay. So subject it should be. So for this second part of the sentence, so
because if you put
indirect
I as the
subject,
subject, it's not mamang
you
already.
and I.
It should be ahang
okay.
already.
Okay. Yeah, you can translate in this way if you want. But let's say we look at this. In the translations, you and I subject, then the verb is roaming. Okay. Roaming. Okay. And this is a kind of like adverb here. Right?
But mamang is not nominative. Mamang is
Yeah, but we are talking about this indirect translation. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to put the not understand the four things, and then the verb is the roam and wandered, then the for or to, you and I. So this is also direct translation, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. But if you're going to write this, do people understand you?
That's why I'm looking at the whole sentence from
Yeah,
beginning.
I know. Okay.
Uh,
So when you translate like this, you have to make sure that people understand you, because ultimately whatever you translate is for people to read, right? Okay.
okay.
You find, so that's why translator is not easy. You have to bilingual, good in Pali and good in English, right? Okay. So anyway, we learn a lot from this sentence also. A1. What is this A1? Now he translated that. Because body he translated that. I think this that he put as a A1. A1 is like in this way or that. Because of not understanding, not pertaining to 4 days, 4 things in this way that I have wondered for a long time. So wherever you can put another meaning is that or
in such way or something like that, maybe.
Yeah, in such way. In such way. In such a way. Okay. And then I think we learn a lot from this sutta. A1, idam. Okay. So if you can do it this way, I think you're already very good in Pali already. Right or not? Okay. So you need to know some grammar, but I think you all don't need to digest so much. You just come here, have a look, like I say, have a look at any grammar point, and then this is a very good book, but it's not easy to read. It's very technical grammar book. It's not for everybody. Very difficult to digest also. It take me many times just to read it. So I really very salute if they can write this kind of book. This is very one of the very good book. To produce this kind of book is very require lots of commitment. Yeah. Okay. So if like just now when you need, you just come to find what is mum, just to double check genitive, accusative, right? Or you can find, or you just go back to the Pali Made Easy book. Oh, where's the Pali Made Easy book? Okay, anyway, I think it's 1.5 hours already. Okay, so we just continue. I think all the new students are not coming. Only the